Hello potatoes, it's Cato the channel and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be recapping all of the days that I took the AP exams. I made sure to vlog before the test and after the test and tried to sprinkle in as many tips and resources as I could, and just giving you my experience of how it was, especially during this year. I know that because of this crisis, the AP exams weren't administered the way that they have been in the past, but definitely I feel like people took initiative and were able to do the proper thing, and hopefully it all worked out in the end. I know there were some issues with submissions and you will see that later on as well. So without further ado, let's get on to the first day. Okay guys, today's May 12th at the hiccups. I'm about to take my AP Calculus AB exam. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's the first AP test that I have, like using the online formatting, and so I think I'm just a little bit nervous because of that. Literally propping my phone up with a calculator, that's a great sign. Whew, as the hiccups, I'm a little bit nervous. I wasn't that nervous yesterday, but I think the nerves are starting to slowly get to me. Which is usually what happens. I'm like not very nervous until like the hour of, and right now it's like 1:11. In about 20 minutes I'm supposed to log on and check, make sure everything's on. My mom gave me an ice cream just to calm me down a little bit. Usually I would shock, but we ain't got time for that. It'll be fine. I'm just freaking out a little bit. I just finished my popsicle. Now, what I'm gonna do to prepare is I'm going to actually change into something that I would usually feel a little bit more uncomfortable in, just so I can get in the mindset of, oh, I'm not in my cat's pajamas. And then I'm actually going to move to my dad's study room. It's like this little home office place, and I think I'm gonna plug in my computer and test in there, because I feel like if I'm in a different environment, hopefully my brain will get a little bit going. So yeah. I changed into a shirt that I normally don't like to wear at home, and then I actually wore jeans for like the first time in like 2 months. So yeah, it's happening. I think I'm ready to head on over to my testing area, which is going to be my dad's little office, and yeah, hope I do well. Okay, right now I'm just sitting here until my exam starts. It's in about 20 minutes until it starts. Right now I have all of the things spread out in front of me. Everything's pretty much ready to go. You just follow directions. They tell you everything you need to do, so wish me luck! I'm somehow still alive, so that's great. Hopefully I did alright. We'll see. Yeah. So it is currently May 14th at 2:05 a.m. and I'm currently preparing for my AP Physics exam. That's gonna be later on today, I guess. I think this is the one test that I kind of am very worried about. I think this AP Physics one is really just draining me. It's been a really hard class for me. I think I've got like the lowest grades I've ever gotten in this class, and it's just been mentally eating away on how I'm going to be doing. I just don't want to feel dumb, and I think that it's my biggest problem is that it consumes me when I feel completely lost, and yeah, I just can't get it out of my head. It's like I just can't do it. I really hope that, you know, I don't feel that way. I mean, I have materials in front of me. I have been practicing, and I think that I just need to chill out. It's all good though. Hello everyone. So I pulled an all-nighter last night, which is not recommended. So I guess pro tip: do not pull an all-nighter before an AP test. But
치즈 언니 화이팅! 언니 화이팅! 화이팅! 언니 화이팅! 오! 언니 잘할 수 있을 것 같아? 예! 언니 오늘 태교야! 바이바이! 바이바이!
Okay, so it's a little after 12. It's like 12:08. and I am gonna try and do like a quick little review. I know my test is at 4, so I definitely do have a little bit more time than I did. My brain isn't working. Whenever I took the last AP exam. Do not pull an all-nighter, kids. Like, I'm gonna probably say this throughout the duration of this portion of the video. Do not pull an all-nighter. Do as I say, not as I do. So right now I have a coffee. It's mild lower sugar, 25% lower sugar. I don't know, I feel like my eyes won't focus because I'm just so tired. So I've gotten ready. I think it'd be okay. I mean, I'm not really too much stressing about this test. I'm also like not really in touch with my feels at the moment. I'll update you guys. And then I'm actually gonna do like this and like cover the camera. Transition wise, it's just gonna be easier. Okay, we're here. And so I wanted to show all of you my setup really quickly, just because I didn't do that a couple of days ago. By that point, I had already written down my AP ID and my initials on my paper, and that's considered like private information. I'm not supposed to share that, and so I didn't film it then. But since I just got in here, so let me show you real quick. Okay, so obviously you can see that I have my water and my coffee, and then this little pad thing is a boogie board, and that's just my little, it's a little thing that I write just to make sure. Obviously my laptop, I haven't opened that yet, my calculator, and then these are a couple of sheets of notes and formulas, especially this one. This is the official AP Physics equation sheet, and then this giant binder has all of the paper in it, so I'm gonna start writing down my AP ID and then my initials and then all of that stuff. Purposely leaving some of the things that are not mine, like those are not mine and these are not mine either. I'm leaving them there just for the purpose of like me feeling like it's not my own space. I don't know, that just makes me more uncomfortable than a complete blank slate, and it worked for me a couple days ago, so that's what I'm sticking with. And yeah, so I'm gonna get logged in and then hopefully there are no issues.
Hopefully there are no issues.
Oh Lord, oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm just so shaken because it wasn't submitting and I was freaking out. You can refresh the page before you click submit, and it will just redirect you, and then you can go back. I can't even talk. Wow. It's okay. I'm good. I got to submit it. But I was freaking out because they explicitly told us to not refresh it if we click submit. But like it wasn't like popping up the spinning thing, and I was freaking out. But I'm glad that I refreshed it, and then after I attached the image again, it went through, and now we're good. I'm good. Grace, whatever is out there, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Maybe cry a little. We'll just see.
It is 6:30 in the morning right now, and I didn't sleep again. You can see it's bright outside. It's a great day. I'm slowly dying, but it's all good. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Hopefully I wake up before my exam starts. I don't know how things are gonna go. It's okay though, I can barely keep my eyes open right now. Alrighty, I'm gonna go. Bye.
Alrighty, so I've got a weird swoop on my head. I'll deal with that in a little bit, but I have the same shirt on. It says, sorry, I'm not that great at peopling, which I thought it was ironic because I'm taking a social studies 8-push exam. So yeah, that's my brand of humor for you. And then I just switched it up with some hands. Meet you in the office. Hello, I'm here. And instead of writing the DBQ on paper like I have done for both my AP Calculus and my AP Physics, I'm going to type it just to make sure that they can read everything and they don't like get really frustrated from reading. So you can see that I have my portal over here as well as a Google Doc to type out my DBQ, but instead of attaching it as a text file like it says up here, I'm just gonna copy and paste it just because I'm a little worried about like how it's gonna save, and I just don't feel like I can do that. I also just wanted to clarify because yesterday when I took the AP physics exam, there was a little issue in terms of submitting at the very end. And I just wanted to note that I took the footage just to make sure that if something were to happen, then I would have evidence that something was going wrong. It wasn't that I ran out of time, it was really that I had everything prepared and I was trying to submit it and it didn't work. Thankfully it did go through at the very end, but I just wanted to make sure and have backup. I made sure that in the clip that I included, that any test information from that test was deleted. So I just wanted to make that clear in case, you know, someone wants to try and come after me and say I was cheating. I promise I was not. I just wanted to make sure that I had proof, and even at the very end, I had to make sure that I took pictures of it saying that congratulations, you completed the test. Just so it was just a peace of mind thing for me, just putting that out there. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. So I wanted to show you my notes really quickly, just because we have extra time. So basically, I didn't take any like highlighting notes in terms of any of the content. I literally just highlighted time periods because basically DBQs, it's more about knowing the timeline and just making sure that you are within that sequence and making sure that you're answering the questions according to that time frame. And so I just wanted to make sure that I highlighted the times, and it is most likely that this DBQ is going to focus on a timeline like previous DBQs, and so I did that. And then once I find out what the time period is, I'll just hone in on that section. These notes I printed off from Nick the tutor. Here's another tip. There are plenty of online resources for you. Like obviously College Board and, you know, the AP Center like created their own series of live reviews, Richard Heimler's history. There's also Tom Ritchie. He recently did like this whole series with the Bill of Rights Institute where he went over like specific time periods, and so that was really helpful whenever I watched it. Nick Tudor, like I mentioned before, he did these like notes specifically for each APs from what I understand, and I used them for both AP Calculus, AP Physics, and now APUSH. And so there are plenty of online resources that you can get for free, that if you just access them and if you just go ahead and use them, they're really, really helpful. So I think it is about to near 10 minutes. I'll go ahead and take the test again. I'm just gonna say this, but like hopefully it doesn't happen like it did yesterday. I don't think I can go through that like mental torture essentially again. Alrighty, the clock is ticking down, so I'm gonna go. Alrighty. See ya. Woo, yay! I'm done with my APUSH exam. And so it wasn't too bad, I don't think. I really hope not. I mean, I could just be like completely underwhelming it, but it seemed to be okay. The notes that I had previously where I highlighted time frames, that was really, really helpful. And I overall think that I was in the right ballpark. Now, did I land like completely on the basis? We have no idea, we'll find out. But like, I was at least in the right game, I think. I was in the right zone, and that's all I can really ask for at this point. But yeah, there were absolutely no issues this time around. Like, I was trying a new method of like pasting it into the copy and paste, and it was perfectly fine. So, I don't know, man. I think every day is just a little bit different, and it's like a roulette, but yeah, so I have one last AP exam, AP Lang left, but that's coming up next week, and so I'll see you then. Whoosh. Hello, today is the day of my AP Lang exam. This is my last AP test, and I think despite this whole thing, we were able to persevere, and you know, that's all that really matters, man. And I'm really proud of everyone who has been able to take their AP test, whether it's submitted or not. And thankfully for this week, they did say that if you have problems submitting, that at the very end, they'll give you like an email to send it to or whatnot, and they'll figure it out from there. Unfortunately, those who could not submit their test last week are gonna have to retest. I am very lucky that I'm not one of those people, but I'm glad that they're trying to take some measures, because I've seen a lot of people who have been saying like 2% is not a small amount of people who were not able to submit them during the first round. And so I will see you guys when the time comes in the office. So I'm done logging in. And I think I'm going to take the last couple of minutes to obviously read through my stuff. Oh my goodness, I apparently can't set my phone on anything. There we go. We're like almost come to the end of it. I felt like taking 4 AP exams was gonna be like a lot, but it hasn't surprisingly been that much. In terms of like the AP exams, like during the school year, it was hectic. Alrighty, I'm gonna read this book and then I shall see you guys after my exam is done because I don't want to check in beforehand. So yeah, should I do this? Alrighty, I'm gonna do this. Bye bye. I'm finished with my last AP exam. Yay! I gotta say, like right before the test, about like 5 minutes right before, I had to restart my computer because it was acting up a little bit, and I was a little bit worried because like I had already signed in and everything, I had everything prepared, but like it just like started doing these weird glitches, and I was like, this has never happened before. What is going on? But I think it went okay.
Hello, it's Present Cato again. So what did I think of this year's XP exams, considering that they used to be like 3 to 4 hours long, and this past 2 weeks it has been only about 50 minutes long. I definitely think that there were some perks to it. It definitely helped with focusing and concentration. I know that for many of us, whenever we took the AP exams, it was a really hard thing to do multiple choice, FRQs or DBQs or LAQs or SAQs all in one sitting in a large room with a lot of different people. It just was very, very high stakes in my opinion. I've taken AP exams previously and that is kind of what I felt. Oh, did I really like the fact that they only did, you know, FRQs in a very, very short amount of time? I mean, there are certain classes that we were preparing to write in a short amount of time, but there were some classes that I was not able to get that because we were used to writing for longer. For example, the APUSH DBQ, or at least I think any AP History DBQ was supposed to be an hour with 7 documents, and this year they did 45 minutes with 5 documents. And it seemed a little bit hard, even with 5 documents, to write a completely well thought out, thorough DBQ in that short amount of time. I'm sure people did it, but I struggled with it because that just wasn't what I was used to. In terms of which one I liked better, I can't say for a fact that I like either one better, because there were some exams like the AP Calculus and the AP Physics one where I felt more comfortable writing things out. But then there were some exams like the APUSH and the AP Lang ones that I prefer typing out. Not only the online portal did have some cons as well, because there were many people who were not able to submit them, and you know, the retesting and the whole shebang, but I think overall this was a nice step towards a different kind of testing, especially for those who are more inclined to online testing or any of those kinds of things. So just, you know, those are just my thoughts. Obviously my thoughts are kind of 2 cents in this whole situation. I was just a student who took 4 AP exams. I'm sure people took a lot more, I'm sure people took a lot less. So yeah, hopefully that is a little bit better insight, and maybe next year, hopefully we're not in this crisis, but at least we'll have a little bit more well-rounded thought process in all of that. So yeah, I am super duper proud of everyone who was able to take the AP exams. If you were unable to submit them during the past 2 weeks, I hope that your retesting goes hopefully better. I hope so. Hope you have a great day. Wishing you the best as always. Cato, rolling on out.